Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. And welcome to the 4th annual edition of the How Much XRP Do I Need to Retire video, updated for the year 2021. I know this has been a favorite for you guys over the years I've done videos. How much XRP do you really need to retire? And so, I started this channel back in 2018. This was the first video I did. And then by 2019, I had more information. So I did an updated version for 2019. Well, last year I did add a new resource to this video, and you guys can see that video up here. How much XRP do I need to retire in the year 2020? That was last summer. And now we finally come to 2021. The XRP market has heated up since then, and the graph is changing all the time and giving us more information as time goes on. So the good thing about the year 2021 is, despite the fact that XRP right now, at least as of the time of this recording, is trading in the mid-60s, we are seeing an XRP price higher than it's been for the last 3 years. So at the time of this recording, XRP trading right now at about 64.5 cents. And, when I did this video last year, XRP was trading in and around here. So just in and about 20 cents. We did see a bull run, of course. We did see XRP top out this year at about $1.96, give or take. And right now, XRP trading at about 64 cents, as I had mentioned. Targets, goals, and new information. So I'm going to let you guys in on what I'm thinking now. Updated for the year 2021. Of course, when I did the video last year, we did not know that the SEC lawsuit was going to exist. And so, that has kind of stifled XRP price a little bit. Ultimately, though, the bull market's still in full swing. And so, Bitcoin is going to be part of this story. And I know you guys might not just hold XRP. I know you guys might hold other coins as well. And that is definitely going to play a factor in your retirement plan or, your cash out plan, how you're going to decide to cash out. So as I was mentioning, I'm going to give you guys a resource at the end of this video, an updated resource as to how you can look at your entire cryptocurrency portfolio and maybe some other thoughts about how you potentially think about cashing out. It's a bit of an out-of-the-box idea that I wanted to float by you guys. So let me start off with the XRP chart. XRP, as you guys can see, I have it up here on the daily, and we haven't seen that much movement to the upside for XRP in the last couple of months. After about mid-April of 2021, when XRP reached its peak, it did correct significantly. Now, a lot of this has to do with Bitcoin price action, and as you guys can see here, as of the time of this recording, Bitcoin trading just over $33,000 per BTC. So we have been seeing this sideways trading channel for Bitcoin over the last month or so, give or take. What we are expecting for Bitcoin, though, is that it comes right out of there and makes new all-time highs. Of course, once that all-time high hits, chances are we are not going to see any more new all-time highs for Bitcoin. Bitcoin will then retrace, and then on that recovery rally, that's when we will see altcoins really start to pop. Or at least that's the theory. So I'm just going to bring XRP back up here on the daily, guys. And, again, when I zoom out here, XRP, still making, if you look at that micro time frame, XRP still making higher lows right here, right here, right here, and it's still making higher highs. There, we got one there, and we got one there. So overall, this chart looks extremely bullish, at least in my opinion, on the macro time frame. I mean, when you zoom in, of course, looking at trading, any trading chart really, if you're looking at it on the micro time frame, the 1 hour, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, 30 minute, whatever it is, you tend to see a lot of fluctuations up and down. And, this is what generally tends to get a lot of novice traders nervous. Overall, though, we are in a good position. 2021 might, in fact, be the year where we cash out most of our XRP. I don't like to say all of our XRP, just in case we hit higher targets. Now, of course, guys, this is not financial advice. That's your hard-earned money, and I'm going to do what I want to do with my money. I'm just letting you guys know what I'm seeing in the charts and, how I'm planning my retirement, looking at this from all different kinds of perspectives. And yes, my perspective does evolve over the years. I'm not just staying steadfast to the plan I had in 2018. It changed a little bit in 2019, adjusted it a little bit in 2020, and the more information we have, the better we can kind of plan for our financial future. And of course, everybody's life is different. So so things pop up in life that we don't expect. And so, sometimes we might need to gauge things a little differently. So anyway, I'm going to talk a little bit in this video about that and how we can perhaps think differently about our retirement if we are thinking of, selling part of our XRP and keeping part of our XRP, for example, or other cryptocurrencies, other altcoins in cold storage, something like the Ledger Nano S or similar. By the way, if you guys do plan on, keeping some of your cryptocurrency, you might want to look into a cold wallet storage solution like a Ledger Nano or something similar. I do have an affiliate link in the description. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it though. I'm not pushing that. What I want to open your eyes to today is a potential way to cash out of your XRP position. And, of course, everybody's goals are different. So I'm going to give you guys a few different types of scenarios here. Now, we've done this in former videos and, everybody, again, like I said, is different. Do I need $1 million, $5 million, or $20 million to retire? And everybody's got their own ideas about how much money they need. Of course, and I've talked about this concept in the past. If you are in your 50s or 60s or maybe even 70s, you might not need as much money to retire as you do if you're in your 20s or 30s, for example. And so, that is just a fact of life. I don't want to sound crude about it, but that's just a fact of life. So, again, everybody's going to be in a different boat. And again, everybody's life choices are going to be different. And so, some people are going to want to be buying Lamborghinis, while other people might just want to maintain their current, quality of life, maybe have a little buffer, a little extra to go on vacation or what have you. So here, guys, I have a few scenarios here, and we're going to get into more detail. This isn't where this video is going to stop, but just to kind of give you guys a sense of how much XRP you might need if you want to retire with about $1 million, $5 million, $20 million as an example. So, what we do know, okay, we do have the XRP chart up here, and what we do know, what we can say and have, been discussing on this channel in the past is that, a target of about 10 to 13. That was at the beginning. We were talking about a $10 to $13 XRP target for a high. Then I did a couple of videos a little later on discussing the possibility of an XRP going up to about $14. And then just recently, I'll link that video up here in the top right-hand corner if you guys didn't catch it, the possibility of an XRP going up in this bull run as high as $15. Now, there are theories that we could even see an extended bull run. So something that would bring Bitcoin all the way up to perhaps $300,000, in which case maybe XRP could reach, 30, 40, maybe even $50 per coin. And that could happen over another 12, 18, 24 months, give or take. But for now, I just kind of want to take a look at, the targets that we've been talking about as of late. So the 10 to, let's say, $10 to $15. So I took a fractal pattern, as you guys can see, and, I have been taking a look at this fractal pattern in the past. And, up until here, we were following it quite closely. Then we did see a breakdown for XRP price. But whether we're looking at this fractal pattern or other fractal patterns, essentially, when we look at this high up here, we can see XRP here. I'm just going to put a little price label up here. We can see XRP, at this potential, we could see it going to about $14.22. So that's definitely in line with the $10 to $15 XRP price prediction. We have also seen other models where we've taken a fractal pattern from right at the bottom of the trough of the bear market from back in 2017, taking it right up to here and kind of tried to match this up to see if we can see any kind of trends, any kind of patterns that would bring XRP to a new all-time high. And so, we've looked at these in the past and we've taken a look at where XRP could possibly go. We've also discussed the idea of, one altcoin season, two altcoin seasons. And, even if I put a line up there, horizontal line, meeting up to the top of this trend here, we can see that that would bring an XRP price to about $11.77. So I think it's fair to say that I think everybody's in agreement that $10 to $13 or $10 to $15, give or take, is a reasonable price target. So even if we go somewhere in the middle, guys, let's say $12.50. Well, how much XRP would you need in order to hit $1 million? Well, I did the math earlier, and in order to get $1 million, you would need about 80,000 XRP if you guys were to cash out your entire XRP stash at about $12.50. Now, what about if you wanted $5 million? Well, if you needed $5 million at the $12.50 target, you would need about 400,000 XRP. And yes, you would need 400,000 and you would have to cash out the full amount. What about if you wanted $20 million? Well, if you wanted $20 million, this is how much XRP you would need. 1,600,000 XRP to cash out $20 million at a price point of about $12.50. And how many of you guys have 1.6 million XRP? I mean, even when we just look at the rich list, there aren't that many wallets holding over 1 million XRP compared to how many retail investors there are in the XRP community. So is it a pipe dream? Are we just going to want XRP price to go higher? Well, there is that possibility as well. XRP price might not top out at $12.50. There is a possibility that it can go even higher. And so, even just taking a look at these fractal patterns, let me throw Fibonacci on here. Just going to throw Fibonacci on here and line that up with the 0.236. So bring that right up here. And you guys can see if we do a full Fibonacci, okay, from the 0.236 all the way up, a full Fibonacci, that would mean a 4.236 right up here. Where would that bring us? Let me put a horizontal line up here just so you guys can see. Okay, so where would that bring us? Well, I'm going to take a price label here and just put it right up here, guys. That would bring us to a price of about $57.93 per XRP. And so at that price, I mean, our numbers change quite a bit, right? $57.93. Let me put that here, 93 cents per XRP. Now that is indeed if XRP does retrace and do that full Fibonacci. I mean, we might get something like that if we do have a second alt season. And that might happen in another year, year and a half, maybe even 2 years. So how much XRP would we need in that circumstance? Actually, if I think about it, we might even hit that target if we do see real world utility happen within the next couple of years. So even, spec market aside, XRP could indeed command these higher prices, just depending on the circumstances, cryptocurrency clarity and all that stuff. Let's throw out the numbers though, because if XRP hits a target of $57.93, that would mean for $1 million, all you would need really is 17,262 XRP. If you wanted $5 million, what you would need in terms of XRP is 86,311 XRP. And if you really wanted to push it, that $20 million cash out plan, you would need about 345,244 XRP. So a little better, right? A little bit more attainable, but how likely is the price to go to $57.93? So these are all questions we have to ask ourselves. Now, the other thing is, when we look at this fractal pattern, we do see that it did go beyond this trend here. And so at this point up here, right at the top here, we could see an XRP price of about $85.71. I did actually calculate it to 72 cents. So that is assuming that this trend goes beyond the full Fibonacci and reaches an all-time high beyond that $57.93 price point. And again, guys, we really don't know what is going to happen. You might want to sell off some of your XRP when it hits that $10 to $15 price range, and you might hold on to some until it reaches these higher price points. Of course, again, everybody is going to have a different plan. And the other thing is everybody has different retirement goals. So, taking these prices into consideration with regards to how much XRP you have is definitely going to take some number crunching. The one thing I can say, the more XRP you have, the better. And this is why I always say I love accumulating when we're in a bear market. Now, we have seen that recent correction for XRP, and I don't know how many of you guys are accumulating through this. Put it down in the comment section if you are. Let's do the numbers real quick if we do see an XRP hitting $85.72. So I did the numbers for $85.72 originally. I'm just going to put that there. And so for $1 million, you would only need about 11,665 XRP. That's not too bad. For a $5 million cash out, you would need 58,329 XRP. So still very, very attainable if we see these XRP prices hit like crazy highs, $85 plus. And if you wanted to cash out $20 million, you would still need over 6 digits worth of XRP, 233,317 XRP. Now, I have to reiterate, we can't base our retirement plans based on targets that are not attainable, especially if you want them to happen in this bull run. So, for example, if it's not realistic to see an $85 XRP in this bull run. And again, I'm not saying it is not. We might still see a prolonged bull run, and there may be other factors involved that could boost the price of XRP past $50, even past double digits to 3 digits. And, those factors are kind of not under our control. I mean, none of these factors are under our control. If we're just looking at the spec market and we're just looking, eyeing a price between $10 to $15, maybe a $12.50 XRP is kind of where you need to place your focus today. And so if you don't have 1.6 million XRP and you really want $20 million, well, then you might need to change your strategy up a bit. And so how do you do that? The other thing is you might also have other cryptocurrencies in your portfolio. Well, I showed this chart that I created last year, and I have updated it, guys, to include even more payout targets. So I don't really remember what the original one looked like, but now I have targets cashing out anywhere between 20% of your cryptocurrency portfolio, all the way down here to cashing out 90% of your cryptocurrency portfolio. And so I'm going to leave this resource in the description of this video. If you guys want to download it, you can download it from the description of this video. And basically over here to the left, all you have to do is put in the quantity of whatever cryptocurrency you own. So these fields here, you just have to add it manually. If you want to add Ethereum here, you can type ETH. And as you guys can see, that would fill in these columns over here. And let's say you plan ETH to go to, back to $4,000, give or take, and you're going to cash out a portion at $4,000. Well, you'd have to put in your quantity. So let's say you own, 1.654 Bitcoin. And let's say you own, 98,672 XRP. And let's say you own, 355,987 VeChain. And let's say you own 12 Ethereum, okay? Well, this now, guys, will give you an idea of how much you can cash out and how much money you will have realized. So if you cashed out 20% at these price targets, I guess I should mention that too. These are price targets that, you can change as well. So if you think Bitcoin will hit $70,000 or $75,000, you can change these. If you think XRP will hit $12.50, VeChain, 70 cents. I just put in random numbers here to begin with, and we've already changed Ethereum here to $4,000. Well, now you can see all these numbers here in this chart have changed, and so they will repopulate based on these factors. So if you own 1.654 Bitcoin and your price target to exit is $75,000 per BTC, and let's say you want to cash out $1 million, okay, you can check down here, and this is going to be a sliding scale. If you wanted to cash out 65% of your Bitcoin, well, that would mean that you'd have to cash out 1.0751 Bitcoin. And that's how much money you'd be cashing out of Bitcoin from your XRP. That means you'd have to cash out 64,136 XRP, and you'd be cashing out just over $800,000 worth of XRP. VeChain, the same here, and then Ethereum down here. You guys can see it's all the same. So this column here, cash out amount, and this would be the remaining amount of cryptocurrency you would have in your portfolio. And as you guys can see, you can slide over. If you wanted to cash out 70%, obviously you would be realizing more money. If you wanted to cash out less, only 40%, you'd be realizing less money. And so this is a sliding scale, and it could perhaps give you guys an idea of a potential cash out plan if you don't really know, if you're kind of feeling like, well, I want to realize some gains, but there could be the possibility that the cryptocurrency rally will continue and we could see higher prices. You could even make copies of this chart and change the targets here. So if you wanted to cash out only a certain percentage now and maybe the remaining later, this is all customizable. So again, I will leave this in the description of this video as a free download for you guys in order to plan accordingly. So this is one resource that I'm going to share with you guys. But then let's say you cash out, 65% of your cryptocurrency and you realize $1 million, but you want to kind of gauge where the remaining 35% will be if these targets go even higher. So guys, I'm going to give you this resource, and I'm also going to give you guys an extra little resource here. This is another little chart similar to this one, but it's only going to give you guys the option for a 100% cash out. So this would mean that your remaining amount would be cashed out in full, the remaining balance cashed out at 100%. And so here are just some examples here. I've already kind of given some random targets here for Bitcoin. Let's say Bitcoin hits $277,860. XRP, well, we did have a price target of about $57.93, so I'll change that one. VeChain, I'll just leave it at this. Let's say VeChain hits in a crazy situation, hits $7.89. And Ethereum at the high end, we're expecting to hit $10,000. Well, from this point, guys, if you say, you know, I want to cash out 65% just so I can realize some gains, but I want to keep some remaining cryptocurrency in my portfolio, but let's say it hits higher prices, and so at those price targets, I'm looking to cash out that remaining amount. Well, then what you would do is you would take the remaining column here and you would add that in manually. So let's say you had already cashed out your 1.0751 Bitcoin. You would have 0.5789 remaining, and you would have how much XRP remaining here? 34,535. VeChain, you'd have 124,595. And Ethereum, you'd have 4.20 Ethereum remaining, which would mean that after you have cashed out your $1 million at 65%, you could wait A, if this bull cycle is going to continue to new all-time highs, or B, just hodl. Let's say there's another bear market that happens in between, which generally does tend to happen. Hodl on, keep accumulating, and the good thing is you can keep track of where your new targets could be in case we do see even higher all-time highs, or in the next cycle when we do finally make new all-time highs. So you guys can see here, if you do cash out this amount and you do cash out 100% of this final 35%, that would mean essentially that you would be realizing $3,186,521 if we do indeed see these prices for Bitcoin, XRP, VeChain. And again, you can change these up, change these targets to reflect what you guys think is going to happen. And so maybe this is a way to better kind of understand where you need to be in terms of a timeline, because, for example, you know, we're expecting the bull run to kind of last for a certain amount of time before we see another bear market. And so one has to think to themselves, I mean, let's use the example of cashing out 65%. If you cash out 65%, you can see you'd be realizing $1 million, or just over $1 million. Well, if you calculate your expenses, you know, your rent, your phone, your, groceries, all those factors, how many years can you live off $1 million before you see another cryptocurrency rally? And so, you know, this is what I started realizing. How far could $1 million, or whatever that price is, take someone until the next cryptocurrency bull run? And from there, you might want to adjust accordingly. And so, again, 2 resources here, and you can, change your plan up. If you wanted to only cash out 55%, maybe $910,000 is enough for you until the next bull run. Or maybe you wanted to cash out even more, 90%, and you don't care. What your plan is to accumulate during the next bull run. Because, guys, let's also not forget that the next bull run, what comes before the next bull run? Well, a bear market. And so if we do see these prices depressed, there will indeed be the option to accumulate more Bitcoin, for example, more XRP, more VeChain, more Ethereum. And so let's say by this point you accumulate more Bitcoin, and now you have 1.5 Bitcoin, and you have 90,000 XRP, and you have 200,000 VeChain, and maybe you have 6 Ethereum. Well, this number changes drastically. You decided to realize the $1 million, but in the next bear market, you accumulated more cryptocurrency. Now, when we hit those targets, you could realize $7,268,491. So there are definitely different ways to look at this. Again, guys, I will post these 2 Excel spreadsheet resources in the description of this video. So what's your plan for retirement? Tell me down in the comments what you guys think. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.